To the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels, we did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Bunch of skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana high school soccer fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live. Shields Field, Bishop Dwenger High School, Fort Wayne, Indiana, home of SummitCitySports.com. Joe Hacker on the camera. This is Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. They're going over our starting lineups here as I'll give them to you as well as we start this outstanding match. This is two 2A schools. Bishop Dwenger, though, playing up in Class 3A to the success factor. They did win the 2A state title. The 2A state title last year, so they will not see Bishop Chatard in any type of playoff action, but this is the number 2 team in Class 2A, and the Bishop Chatard Trojans, they are coming down here up to Fort Wayne, Indiana to take on these Bishop Dwenger Saints. Chatard comes in 9-0-2, as I mentioned, ranked number 2 in Class 2A. Bishop Dwenger Saints, they are 8-1 here on the season. This is 2 outstanding clubs, and you're going to see Division I type of production out here on the pitch for both clubs tonight. For today, I'm so excited for this match as we had a doozy last Saturday as Homestead hosted Columbus North on the girls' side in a top 4 against top 6 ranked teams in Class 3A. That was an outstanding game with Homestead drilling them 5-1, but Chatard coming up here to Fort Wayne, Indiana. They are ready to prove their mettle here. This is 2 2A schools, should be pretty evenly matched, but we'll see how it goes here on the beautiful field at Shields Field. This is SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to take a short break and come back with the start of this game. You are watching Indiana High School Soccer right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Dealing with joint pains, sprains, strains, or back pain? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, Ortho Express has specialized orthopedic physicians on staff when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. National anthem is in the books. We're ready for game time. Shields Field, Bishop Dwenger High School. An outstanding soccer match is about to take place right in front of you. Bishop Chatard traveling here to Fort Wayne, Indiana to take on these Bishop Dwenger Saints. As you take a look at them right there, they're your 2A defending state champions right there in the all blue, as they'll be taking on those Bishop Chatard Trojans, ranked number 2 in Class 2A. They are 9-0-2 under head coach Ashton Balch. For Bishop Dwenger, 8-1. They are led by head coach James McKeag in his second year. Yeah, that's right. Won a state title in his first year, so setting the bar high for himself is James McKeag, but he is one of the most respected coaches that have come along, young coaches that I've seen since I've been covering soccer over the past 10, 11 years here in the city of Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we got a good crowd on hand. No doubt, JV game did take place before us. That was a 2-0 win by Bishop Dwenger. JV is undefeated still. I think they're 7 or 8-0. That JV for Dwenger is outstanding as well. So we're about ready. 40 minutes up on the clock. Joe Hacker on the camera. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. We are ready. We are set. Indiana High School soccer, Saturday afternoon. What else, kids? Waiting for the official, and it will be started by Emma Farr. And Bishop Dwenger will roll out a lineup. Carly Ewing, the senior, in at goal. Number 2, Carly O'Leary. Number 3, Callie Burns. 4, Avery Lado. 6, Grace Morris, the captain. 7, Leah Reese. 13, Ava Slater. 15, Isabel Sherman. 17, Emma Farr. 18, Lily Heriberta, and number 21 is Grace Hine. Leading scorer for Bishop Dwenger in this season, about midway through the season now, is Leah Reese with 10 goals. Ellen Hartzog not out on the pitch right now, usually a starter there in the middle in the forward slot. She has 6 goals. Grace Morris has 5 goals. At least 3 of those are from 30 yards or deeper. Callie Burns with 6 goals. Avery Lado and Emma Farr both with 4 goals. This is a well-rounded club. Callie Burns also with 7 assists. And Ava Slater, watch for her and Grace Morris to really try to control the midfield, with Morris and Slater playing so well off each other. Ava Slater with just the 2 goals this season, but tied with 7 assists as well. So this Bishop Dwenger team is a real tough squad. Their only loss was to Carroll. I believe that was 1-0 on a counter, kind of a fluke goal for Carroll out wide. I won't say fluke. They deserved it. Don't get me wrong. But just a 1 counter. Dwenger possessed that contest most of the time. So Bishop Chatard, I know they've seen the film on him. No question about it. Sherman in the back line. For Bishop Chatard, their leading goal scorer, 20 goals on the season for the junior, Brianna Buells. Wow, number 10 in white. Watch for her to streak up and down the pitch. But 20 goals in 11 matches, that's something special. No doubt about that. She's going to play on this left side. She's running right down the center of the pitch, trying to get a touch, but Sherman was there. Morris tracks it down. Give you the Trojan lineup here momentarily. That will be a goal kick for the Saints. Ball played far. Slater, how about that touch? Found Reese. Reese and Callie Burns' speed on the outside is a difference maker. No doubt about that. They can break at any time against any D. The starters for the Bishop Chatard Trojans. In at goal, 0-0, Ruby Mason. Number 2 is Chloe Schmitz. Number 4 is Grace Adams, the senior, also wearing the captain's band. She's a daughter of Danny Adams, who is a graduate in the mid-90s, graduate here in the mid-late 90s here at Bishop Dwenger High School, wrestler, football player. coming here to the old confines of Bishop Dwenger High School. Finishing that starting lineup, number 6 is Addison Duncan. Number 7, Lily Grise. She's a freshman. Number 10, I mentioned the 20-goal scorer in Brianna Buells. Number 11 is Maggie Ryan. 14, Kate Sedlak. 18 is Andy Adams, the younger sister of Grace Adams. She's a sophomore. And number 20 is Brooklyn DiVittori. Hopefully I said that right for you, Brooklyn. So 4 minute into this match. Bishop Dwenger rocking the all blue, Chatard in the all white. Dwenger left to right on your screen. This is SummitCitySports.com. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Coming off an outstanding night of football coverage here in the city of Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. All the way up into Kendallville, as we had Leo East Noble last night. I was at Northside for Bishop Lures at Northside. That was tremendous. Looking for the through ball. Took Schmitz, the junior, but Carly Ewing off her line. Schmitz got a touch, but Ewing there to plop on it for a kick out. Got to be careful there. So a decent opportunity. That one mishit off the side of the boot. Will go out to touch to the Trojans. Have an outstanding week of soccer coverage for you next week as well. I believe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on the slate. For you Dwenger fans, I believe we're back out here on Wednesday for Southside at Bishop Dwenger boys. Tuesday, I believe, is... no, that might be Southside Concordia. And we're at Concordia on Tuesday, Dwenger on Wednesday, and then back to the girls' side on Thursday as Dwenger at Leo, this same Dwenger club. Haven't seen a game for Saturday yet. We may pick up one for Saturday. Not sure on that. Out to Reese. Reese has a drop, but an overrun from Heriberta. Reese couldn't handle it, so now she surveys. Tried to pick it out, but Adams with the steal. That deflected. Ball comes over here, Lado, but Buells gets a touch. Very good size for a forward as well. Is Buells. I'm sure she's probably had a header or two go in the back of the net of her 20 goals. Here's Burns. Burns has Farrer and Reese on the left side. Good steal once again by Adams and turns out of traffic, but double team and pushed off the ball. Burns comes to get it. Buells with a nice back heel touch. Lado trying to mark. Here's Morris. Slater, and a little contact. Comes back to Carson Heim. Sorry, I missed that one on the starters. Number 17 in white, another freshman. For you listeners of my broadcast, you know I do not normally miss freshmen that start varsity. So shout out Carson Heim. Like this, they have their grade schools as well. Does Chatard on their rosters. A lot of St. Simon, a lot of St. Pius, St. Thomas, St. Luke I'm seeing. No real chances yet early. This is Bishop Chatard, of course, out of the Indianapolis area. Second leading goal scorer for the Trojans is number 6, Addison Duncan, with 6 goals. She's tied with number 13, Reese Sochaki. She's a freshman. Is number 13. Not on the pitch, I don't see. Also has 10 assists as the freshman. Is that right? Holy goodness. 6 goals, 10 assists in your freshman year? Man. See why they're 9-0-2. Hello. That ball headed out by Grace Hine. Morris measured that bounce. Reese tried that through ball to Burns, but was closed out. Shouldered out far. And we'll hop for a throw-in for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Eight minutes into the match, Heriberta will look for the throw. But O'Leary and Sherman, outstanding center backs for a high school varsity club, no doubt about it. As I mentioned, they're going to be playing in class. They're in Class 3A this year due to success factor. And they will be in the same sectional as Carroll, as O'Leary. You don't see that mistake very often. The turnover near the box and just wide. Just wide. I think that was Duncan on that shot. Kid not tuck inside the post. Chatard with the best opportunities thus far in this match. Sherman heavy on that touch. Buell's a chance. The cross knocked away by Ewing. I think she got a piece of it. That one blocked by Grace Hine. Good team defense to recover there for the Saints. Heriberta, Reese. They've done a nice job closing out these wings. Here's Reese trying to break out for one. And that one slide tackle and a throw in for Dwenger. Got a whistle. Will be Chatard on the free kick. Excuse me. Free kick. Sedlak. And miss hit on that one, straight out of bounds. Good pressure up top by Chloe Schmitz. Dwenger. Hine keeps possession. Good strength. Finds Lado. Lado has Burns. Flicks it out with the outside of her boot. Little give and go with Farrer. Lots of contact there as Farrer was taken out as soon as she put that pass away. No call. 11 minutes into the match. Scoreless. Slater. Morris. Tries the through ball here to Burns. That was a good read by number 14, Kate Sedlak. She's just a sophomore. And the goal kick coming now for the Trojans. Good close out, Heriberta. Reese came to get it. 50-50 ball. She wins it. Takes it out wide. Looks for Farr. That one a little heavy. Mishandled by Mason, but didn't matter. No pressure on her. 12 minutes in. Adams chests it down, flicks it into the attack. Sherman. Ooh, that's got to be a foul. Yeah, didn't play the ball at all, did Schmitz. That was straight body right in front of the official. Sherman will line up the free kick. Thought about going short to O'Leary. Farrer, though, has her defender on her back. That's where she's going to try to pick out. Off the shoulder of number 20, Dave Torrey. Slater couldn't get it through. And then that will be a foul on Slater. Free kick coming for the Trojans. Sedlak once again. Indianapolis, Bishop Chatard. Traveling up I-69 north to Fort Wayne, Indiana, home of SummitCitySports.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. You can follow me on Twitter at Tim Atkinson22. That is my name. Been on Twitter for a minute. Lado. His junior and senior class for Dwenger is pretty tremendous, as Burns could not angle that cross in. Will go out for a goal kick. Been a busy day for myself. Started the morning out at Concordia Seminary. If you don't know, local youth soccer. My 8-year-old had a little doubleheader this morning. Finished that up, little doubleheader. And driving about a half mile from the seminary right here to Bishop Dwenger High School to take on a little varsity action. And that's going to be a foul on Morris. If she would have got that touch with the left boot, she would have been fine. But once she did not get that touch, that hip was basically interference. Another free kick. Addison got a touch. Addison Duncan did. Hine. And that will roll out. .50-50 ball. That flew down to Adams. Tried to put it back in the attacking third. Bouncing ball comes near side. Buell is going to try to track it down, being marked by Lato. Buell thought about going back to the left. Puts it at the top of the 18. Headed out by O'Leary. Now Slater. That's a heck of a volley on a pass by DiVittori. O'Leary and Hine. Good communication. Now they're going to put Emma Farr in the attack. That is a tremendous touch. And that's deflected off of Dwenger. That was a tremendous touch by number 14, Kate Sedlak. You can see why she's a starting sophomore center back for the number 2 team in Class 2A, Bishop Chatard. Beals. That is outstanding ball control. And the shot. Goal! Wow! Turned and absolutely ripped it from about 30 yards out for the goal. Tremendous. Her 21st of the season. Oh, my goodness. Did not even think she was going to get a shot off. And not only did she get a shot off, it was weighted absolutely perfectly. Look at that spin move and then the bend on it as well. But it was just weighted absolutely perfectly. Just fit underneath the crossbar. You'd have to have a 6'2" goalie to get that one. Man, 21 goals on the season. Sheesh. Burns. Dwenger needs to answer now. Here's Reese. Wants to lay it wide and just not as crisp as you're used to seeing. A lot of that has to do with the pressure, of course, though, from the Trojans. But this is why you schedule teams from Indy that you could see in the playoffs. Obviously, not this year with Dwenger having to play Class 3A. Now Sherman. Looks like they flip-flop. They put Lato on the left back now and Heriberta on the right back. That's tremendous service from Morris on the switch. The through ball. And once again, those passes that usually hug that line, they're just not connecting right now with Dwenger. 23.5 left. Headed up by Heriberta. That will be out to touch for another throw for Bishop Chatard. What an absolute goal, though, from Brianna Buell. That is next level, kids. Not only that, the possession. Here's Schmitz. Plays back, Buell. You better close her out. She's already shown you. What a pass. Whoa. Outstanding service, but Duncan couldn't get on the end of it. We'll go out for a goal kick. But Buell's, my. O'Leary will come take it. Low line drive ball. Hine. Good pressure. Farrar. Leaves it to Hine, but Adams read it. Found Duncan. Adams on the overrun. Duncan brings it back towards the center of the pitch, up top to Schmitz. Schmitz a little heavy on that touch. Lado clears it out. Miss hit. Heim. Beals. Good close out by Slater. And that one given way back to Sherman. Looking Burns just a bit behind on Burns. Throw in now for the Trojans. Hine, that's an outstanding touch. Looking up top, Farr. Looks like we do have a substitution waiting. That's Ellen Hartzog. She has 6 goals on the season. Another throw incoming. Adams with the long throw off the head of Lado. Tracked down by O'Leary. Kept in. Plays up here, Slater. Instead, Devo Torrey. Now Morris. Morris up top, Farrar. Good closeout once again from Sedlak. Grise. Slater. Little contact. Falls back to Lado. Bishop Chatard, their 2 ties, as they're 9-0-2. Was at Westfield. That was 0-0. And against Mount Vernon, that was a 1-1 score. That's their 2 ties of the season. For Dwenger, I mentioned 8-1. Their lone loss to Carroll. That was a 1-0 game. That was on August the 30th. Next up, they will take on Snyder on Wednesday. They're rivals. That's Buells. Heriberta can't mess around with Buells back there. Smartly plays it out to touch. 19 minutes left in the first half. Again, thanks for joining us, SummitCitySports.com. Chatard. This is about their 37th throw-in of the first half. They've controlled the pace. They've won a ton of 50-50 balls. Out to touch. Chatard throw. They'll come up, and another throw in coming for Heim. Carson Heim. Ball play back to midfield. And out to touch once again. Another throw in on this near side right below us. Here's O'Leary. Nearing 16 and a minutes left. And another whistle. Free kick coming for Adams on that far side, right in front of the Chatard bench and head coach Ashton Balch. Ball played into the attack, looking for Duncan. Marked by Lado. It is flipped out to touch for another throw-in. Adams looking for it again. Still loose in the box. Finally cleared up and out by O'Leary, but it's going to be another Chatard throw-in. Just under 15 minutes. Heavily possessed ball game thus far from the Trojans. And it does look like a pair of subs getting ready to check in. Another throw for Adams on that far side right in front of the Dwenger bench. Slater turns. Adams on the mark. She finds Grace Hine, but Schmidt's just quicker to the ball that time. Played into the attack. O'Leary sweeps it wide. There was Duncan. Morris. Up top, Slater. Burns. Burns with the speed. Turns on Adams. Reese making the run on the left. She's onside, but a good closeout. Andy Adams, the sophomore. Augusta Ahern, number 10. And number 9, Ellen Hartzog, check in for the Saints. Ellen Hartzog will move to the front in the middle of that forward with Reese on the left and Burns on the right still. So she'll replace Farrar. Sherman. Hartzog couldn't settle it. Buells on the run. Whew. Just running past defenders. The cross and far post. Man, is she good. Brianna Buells. Relentless attack. Goal kick coming for the Saints. That's going to lay out and roll and roll and roll. That rolls out all the way near the other side for another throw in. Under 12 and a half minutes left in this first half. SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. They lay that to the center of the pitch to Grise. Slater. Oh, we got a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Dwenger, I believe. And another free kick. That's a handful of them in this first half for the Trojans. This time it'll be Maggie Ryan. The left boot. Outstanding. Got right on the end of it. Did Lily Grise, the freshman, but Sherman there to scoop it away. Sherman looking up top. Great ball. Hartzog tried to chest it wide. And Slater couldn't get to it. You've seen it all match, though. Dwenger just a little bit off on their passing. As Ahern on the mark on that far side. Oh, can she keep it in? That's going to roll too heavy out. On grass, he may have had a chance, but not on the turf. Goal kick coming. Sherman will take it. Isabella Sherman. Buells takes it to the top of the 18, cleared out by O'Leary. No attack at all here for Bishop Dwenger in this first half thus far. Going to have to make some adjustment. Here's a chance. Callie Burns, can she get to it? Off her line was Mason. That was the best opportunity that thus far. Easy for me to say. Yeesh. For Dwenger. But Mason there off her line, the senior goalkeeper. The cross. Mason there for the grab. Mason for the kick. Under 10 minutes left to go in this first half. Lado. Slater. And that will go out to touch. Ahern. The throw. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Chatard, trying to head that one from behind of Slater. It'll be a free kick for Dwenger in the attacking end. And Sherman will take it. They're going to push up Hartzog, Burns, and Reese. Lado coming into the action. Ball played into the box. Hartzog and Mason. Collision. And, yeah, that was a 50-50 ball. You let that roll. Both players had the right to that. Good non-call. And Mason, good strength. Looks like she took a leg right in the gut. Excuse me. And the kick. Low line drive ball. Hine battling. Duncan leaves it. And that will be knocked out to touch for a Dwenger throw. Last deflected by a Trojan. I believe that was Adams. It was, yep, the captain. Need off a Hartzog. And out to touch. We'll have a substitution now for the Trojans. Andy Adams is out. And replacing there at right back. Can't see the number all the way across the pitch there. Megan Guzne is in for Bishop Dwenger. It looks like number 8 for Chatard. Mary Mastrian. Here's Guzne. Now Slater. Also in number 16 is Faith Lewis, the junior for Dwenger on this right side. Good touch from Ahern. Slater regains possession. Guzne drops it. Heriberta. Look for Hartzog. That one deflected out to touch for a Dwenger throw. Off of Hartzog. Nope, they're going to say last touch by Chatard. Yeah, I thought the same thing that a Trojan player did. It definitely looked like that one off Hartzog's head. They play it wide. No one over there but Ahern. Puts it back in the attack. Look at Reese. That was an outstanding ball. Can Reese keep it in? And was it deflected off of her? It was. That'll be a Trojan throw. Oh, good drop from Hartzog. Guzne, the shot, and Mason deflected. Lewis can't get to it. Nice shot by Megan Guzne. There's a saying. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The only way you can score the Rock is shooting the ball. And Guzne, good job right there. Wasn't super, super heavy. But Guzne putting an attack on there, just checked in. Did number 5, the junior. The throw in. Hartzog back to Ahern. Guzne again. Try to fit it to Slater. Hartzog got a touch. Now Slater drops to Hine. Hine needs to switch it. Instead going up top. Faith Lewis, could she get on the end of this? Offsides is the call. It looks like Lewis was offsides. Free kick. Somebody has to take it. It's mandatory. Under 4 minutes. Buells punches it far side to Duncan. Left it. And out touch for a Dwenger throw. Pair of substitutions, one for Dwenger, one for the Trojans. Sherman will get her first rest. And number 20, the sophomore, Sophie Sordelet, in for Coach James McKeag. That's number 19 in white, who's checked in, Morgan Heim. Back up top. Adams. And that will be last touched by Ahern. A little hip check, too. And she is down. Just checked in. Check it. Yeah, that's going to be a little bruise there, no doubt about that. Well, this broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind to the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenweilerContracting.com. So back to the action. Under 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Possession has been ruled by Bishop Chatard out of Indianapolis. Nice little give a go here, Slater. Slater just couldn't keep it in. Another throw incoming here for the Trojans as we near 2 minutes left. Long throw from Adams. Sordelet there and touched it out. That was last touch by Chatard, though. Crafty little move there from Sordelet. Really the only non-junior or senior that gets max playing time or a lot of playing time on the varsity level for Bishop Dwenger. Everyone else on this roster, juniors and seniors. Hine, she'll settle it. We'll snafu with the clock here. Bear with me. Heriberta. Adams. Grace Hine with a good read. Hine up top. Hartzog. Hartzog wanted to go wide to Reese. Deflected ball. And cleared out by number 8, Mary Mastrian. $50 seconds left in this first half. Sordelet. Near side, Heriberta. Kept it in. Lewis. Guzne. Hine. Diagonal ball to Reese. Leaves it. Burns. Hartzog. And no call. Looked like a little push in the back, but no call. Yeah, you got to make that call right outside the box. Either way, 10 seconds. Guznek, can she get a shot? Lewis. Need a shot. Got to get a shot there, as it will be the end of our first half. Your score, 1-0. Bishop Chatard out of Indianapolis, traveling up north here to Bishop Dwenger. They lead 1-0 to go into the break. This is SummitCitySports.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? Whether it's expunging your criminal record or helping to get your driver's license reinstated, Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sioko Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfectant services throughout Northeast Indiana. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. So our halftime break, Bishop Chatard up 1-0 over Bishop Dwenger. That was the goal by Brianna Buells, her 21st goal of the season. And you see a little bit why that's the case. Tremendous shot it was. So we're going to take a break and come back for our second half of game action. You're watching Indiana High School Soccer right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Still about a minute and a half away from the start of this second half. Bishop Chatard enjoying a 1-0 lead over the host Bishop Dwenger Saints. We're going to step away just real quick here for a 30-second commercial and come back with the start of our second half right here live from Shields Field, Indiana High School Soccer, SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Let me fix my scoreboard for you so we can get our proper sponsorship in. Really, the only way that we are able to cover as many high school sports as we do here in the city of Fort Wayne and the surrounding area is due to our sponsorships. We are completely 100% advertising based, but we have partnered with a couple of travel squads and Gym Rats, Always 100, Traction Athletic Performance. We have partnered with Fort Wayne Community Schools. All of our stuff is on IHSAA TV. We just partnered with Indiana Tech University here, local university in the city of Fort Wayne, Indiana. So covering soccer, hockey, volleyball here in the fall, and right into basketball, men's and women in the winter. Of course, we're still covering our high school local athletes and giving them shine as much as, the level in Fort Wayne and the high school sports is absolutely tremendous. As 40 minutes on the clock, Bishop Chatard will start with possession. Dwenger, that was the most they've been outplayed in a 40-minute half that I've seen in probably 2 years for the Saints. So let's see what kind of adjustments head coach James McKeag and company make here as we are off and running to start this second half. Brina Buells with the one and only goal of the season, of the first half. That was her 21st goal of the season. Was an absolute beaut. About 30 yards out from this near side. It was like right on the number marks. And just weighted it perfectly. So Dwenger looking for some possession to start this second half. Heriberta has Reese. The overrun from Heriberta that was closed out by Andy Adams. Out to touch. Throwing. Andy Adams once again. Lado. Wide to Sordelet, getting the start here in the second half. Sophie Sordelet, number 20. Morris wanted the give and go with Burns, but I'm telling you, they've just been off all afternoon against this Trojan club. Looks like they've definitely mixed up the lineup with Slater playing up top in the center. Reese left it to Slater. Now O'Leary. I think that's Coach McCaig's answer to try to get more possession is have another midfielder out on the pitch. Morris leaves it to Hine. Just over the boot. Here comes Duncan for the for the Trojans. What defense, Sophie Sordelet, and that's why she's the lone sophomore on this varsity roster. For Dwenger, gets it right back to Lado. As Hine comes near side, Reese will track it down. Reese, your leading goal scorer for Dwenger. Try to fit it into Morris. Just too finite right now. The left side of the field was heavily weighted, but normally you want to switch it, but not a lot of space there was. Nearing 3 minutes into this second half. Ball played up top to Schmitz. O'Leary skies it out. Off the knee of Reese. Booted it back into the attack. Morris got a shin on it. We'll go out wide. DiVittori. DiVittori, little header out wide. Burns comes to track it down and is out to touch. To Chatard. Morris, good shield. Found Slater. Slater somehow got it back to Morris, who centers it back to Lado, but Adams was there. Adams skies it to Buell. Buell knocks it off of Heriberta. Brianna Buell, just a junior as well, kids. For Chatard. Slater. Morris. Giving away back. Heriberta, good mark on Buell that time. Comes all the way to O'Leary. O'Leary up top. That was number 11, Maggie Ryan. Buell tried to leave it to Adams. It rolled on her. Burns came. Now Slater. Lado on the run. The through ball to Reese. Didn't start a run right away, and that might. Nope, she's going to get to it. Has Burns in the center of the pitch. No one on that far side, but Morris. Morris to the left boot. The touch. Back to Morris. Slater. And Adams clears it out to Schmitz. Good communication with her and Duncan. Buell's making the run. O'Leary. Buell's kept it in. The cross. Oh, they let it roll all the way as Ewing there. But the defense just let that roll all the way through the top of the box. O'Leary. Reese. That's in. That got through. Burns on sides. Burns for a chip. A touch. The left boot for the goal. Callie Burns ties it up at ones on the through ball that squeaked in. She put it in the back of the net for goal. Outstanding job by Dwenger to start this second half. Absolutely needed. The way they were outpossessed in that first half. What an answer to start the second by Callie Burns and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Get you a shot of that again when we get a chance. But that through ball took a nice Dwenger bounce. I mean, really, to be honest, it was a lucky bounce that Dwenger got. But as I mentioned earlier, you don't get any luck if you're playing on your heels. But, yeah, that just snuck by somehow as Leah Reese on the assist. 1v1. Burns absolutely knew what to do with it for the goal. Tremendous stuff. Throw in for the Trojans. Free kick coming at a good spot here for Chatard. Two-person wall for Dwenger. Chatard puts it into the box. That's going to go wide of that far post. I think that was David Torrey. As it will be a goal kick now. One our score. Under 33 minutes left in the match. There's Buell. Plays it wide. Duncan. Back to Buell. Poked away by Lato. Morris tried to drag it back. Lost the handle. Now Buell leaves it. Good run from Grise. And Ewing there to handle the bouncing ball. Morris. That one deflected off of Duncan. That'll be a goal kick for Chatard, and substitutions. Looks like Megan Guzne back in for Dwenger to replace Grace Morris. And looks like number 17, Carson Heim, back in for Chatard. O'Leary for the goal kick. Check it. That's number 13 for Chatard. Reese Sochaki, who's checked in, the freshman. Throw in for Chatard. I think Adams is going to come up to take it. She will. Adams. Long throw into the box. Headed up by Sherman. And that's going to be a foul on Chatard. I think he could have got 2 pushes in the back on that play. 10 minutes into the second half. Sherman, I think, is cramping up, maybe. Hopefully that's all that is. They want to sub. Oh, Sherman. The official has not told us to stop the clock, but it looks like the game of clock has been stopped. So we'll match that back up. 29:43 left in this second half. 1-1 our score. Chatard and Dwenger. The Battle of the Bishops. A little different style. Bishop Dwenger here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Bishop Chatard from Indianapolis. And the cramps continue. It definitely looks like that's what the case is. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, Sherman does hop up off the turf. O'Leary will take. That was a penalty and a foul on Chatard. So Dwenger will get a free kick just a couple of feet from the end line. As they'll restart the clock on the whistle. Sordelet. There's Burns. A little give and go with Lado. Good closeout by Duncan. Schmitz. Adams. Reese. Burns did a nice job to pull that down. Now finds Reese. Guzne on the run. Reese. Oh, beautiful control. Needs a switch. A lot of space on that far side. Hartsaw couldn't get to it, but they're going to foul on Adams. Dwenger free kick coming. And O'Leary's going to take it. 11 minutes into the match, or into the second half. Tried to switch it far side. Couldn't get it all the way over to Burns. Hine battling. The freshman, though. So Chalky wins it. And Buell's on the pressure, but Ewing there. And she'll roll it out to Sordelet. Lado. Gooseneck, good touch into space. Adams tried to find the freshman, but couldn't touch it down. Goal kick for Dwenger. Outstanding afternoon of high school girls soccer. We'll be back at it on the boys' side Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. For you Bishop Dwenger fans, we'll have the boys on Wednesday, the girls on Thursday at Leo. Good touch from Burns to Heriberta. Heriberta on the run, has Reese on the run. Heriberta puts it up, Hartzog. Good touch, and flicked it, but opposite side. There's no one on that right side on the run. Ball played out. 50-50. It's going to come down to Reese. Touched it over to Guzne. Lado. Guzne. Rocking the same cleats, it looks like. And touched out by Heriberta. That's what you got to do against Buell's. Break it up. Do not let her get a full stride going, a full head of steam. She is absolutely quick. And we saw ultra skilled on her goal. The only goal in that first half. So Chalky, the freshman, corners it. Or crosses it, I should say. Guzne, a little nutmeg over to Heriberta. Found Reese. Reese marked by Adams. O'Leary. Oh, that's got to be a foul. O'Leary was taken out in the miss hit on the one time. Can Ewing get to it? She does. Still lose. And out to touch for. Nope, that didn't roll out. But I'm not sure how O'Leary wasn't fouled there. She had a step and her back, looked like her back cleat was clipped by the defender. That one will go out for a Dwenger throw. Or sorry, for a Chatard throw. Guzne. Out to touch. Will be another goal kick. Ewing's going to take it short to Sordelet. Another throw in for Chatard. 1-1 our score. It was 1-0. Chatard on top. Here's Buells. And cleared out by O'Leary. Reese couldn't touch it. Adams. Ooh, a lot of contact there. He did call it. Yeah, it did look like Reese just too much on that push. And it will be a free kick coming from Bishop Chatard from about 45 yards out. David Torrey. That's that goal. Off the head of Buells for the goal. Wow. Brianna Buells with her second goal of the season. 22nd on the season. Outstanding service put in by Dee Vittori to Brianna Buells, who heads it in for the goal. 2-1. Wow. Buell's got that header. And back with the 1-goal lead are the Trojans. Throw in off of Lado. And will be another Bishop Chatard throw in. They'll figure out the placement of this. 23 minutes left in this second half. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live. Bishop Dwenger High School, Shields Field, number 2 in 2A. The Trojans of Bishop Chatard. And if Dwenger, who is a Class 2A school, playing up, though, in 3A due to success factor, they would be top 5 in Class 2A as well. Good ball. So Chalky lays it to Buells. Good touch from Schmitz, but Guzne there. She's been nice off the bench for Coach McKeag. Reese. Poked away by Adams. Comes to Buells. Buells now on the run. And that will roll out for a... Nope, they're going to get a free kick. That's going to be a foul on Buells. Free kick now for O'Leary. And spun that out to touch. Throw in. Substitutions, though, 3 of them for Dwenger. Faith Lewis, Grace Morris, and Gus Ahern. Buell. Sachaki leaves it to Schmitz. Back to Sachaki. David Torrey had that assist on the header for Buell's for goal number 2. We're nearing midway through this second half. Bishop Dwenger down 1 goal here at home. Grace High nearly picked up. Burns. Emma Farrar back in. Up top for Coach McKegg. She's got fresh legs. Cleared out wide, though, by Ryan. Or Dwenger throw. Farrar couldn't handle it. And with the time stopped, looks like a mandatory water break coming. And we'll step away real quick as well. I'm parched myself. And we'll come right back. SummitCitySports.com.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level, catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming off the mandatory water break here at Bishop Dwenger High School. I think it's when it's over 78 degrees, I think is what it is, but it's not mandatory. It's decided by the coaching staffs. And we'll be restarted with the throw-in for Chatard. A lot better half in the second for Dwenger. Burns closed out, but found Morris. Morris over to Farrar. Up to Hartzog, swept it wide. Ahern on the run. Good clear out, good hustle for Maggie Ryan. Morris. Instead, O'Leary comes up, flips it over Heriberta. Ball popped up. Morris just unlucky on that touch. O'Leary. Good ball, Heriberta. And deflects it off a Trojan player for a throw-in. Hartzog tries to head it in the box. Kept in here from Burns. Great hustle. Sachaki read that nicely. Tried to find Duncan. Sordelet there, though. Sordelet, Emma Farrar. Morris. Under 19 minutes left in this match. Faith Lewis. Another Dwenger throw. O'Leary. And I think that was touched by Chatard. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Either way, it comes to Burns. That one deflected to Schmitz. Another throw for the Trojans. "17 minutes, we're nearing substitution. Lily Grimes back in, the freshman, to replace the freshman, so Chotke. "17 minutes left in the match. Dwenger down 2-1 to Indianapolis Bishop Chatard. Sordelet, good ball. Roberta, Hartzog, a little heavy on that touch. Centered it, but Chatard there. David Torrey, but they do keep it in. Burns, good touch here. Lewis, Hartzog, but Adams takes that one away. O'Leary got possession. Couldn't get it past Buells. Look, give and go. Good read by Grace Hine, who touches it out. 16 minutes left. SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified of all of our live events as they do happen. Corner coming for Chatard. And it will be David Torrey to take this corner, right-footed outswinger. Far post, Buells. Deflected ball and cleared out by Hartzog. Lewis. Try to get it up to Farrer. Played back into the box. And Ewing has to make a good play on it. Roberta. Lewis cannot keep that one in. And Adams will look to throw it in. Long throw. Sordelet there, and we'll let it roll out for a goal kick. Good communication. As it looks like Slater and Reese are back in to finish the last 14 minutes for Dwenger. Let's see if this does make a difference in the last 13, 14 minutes, as Dwenger has definitely kept their players fresh, or more fresh, I should say, as Buells and Adams, I don't think, have checked out once. For Chatard. Slater finds Burns. Burns will keep it in. Good touch. Duncan. And that's going to be wide of the post. Goal kick from him, Carly O'Leary. They go go far side. Under 13 minutes left. Lado's going to check back in.
Substitution for your Saints. Number 4, Avery Lado.
O'Leary. Found. Oh, that's going to be a foul. Oh, wow. She was off balance a bit. Schmitz. Good clearance from O'Leary. Morris flips it near side. Reese will come back to possess. Looking for Burns. Adams, great touch. And then played out wide. Ahern, Lado, Sordelet. Cupped in from Chatard. The through ball. Dwenger's lone goal did come from that long through ball. And I believe we're going to have a free kick for Chatard. Maggie Ryan took a hard fall to the turf. Looks to be all right. O'Leary. And she'll sky it out to touch. Adams, throw in. Look for Buells. And that hit no one. Will go out for a goal kick. As we have 10 minutes left in this match. Bishop Dwenger running out of time. O'Leary. Grace Adams for another throw in. That one shouldered out. Who's that last touch by? They're saying last touch by Dwenger. It will be a corner for Chatard. So Chalky checks back in for the Trojans. And it looks like, yeah, Brooklyn, David Torrey will head to this corner flag at a nice, easy pace. The referee tells her to speed it up. I love that gamesmanship. Right-footed out swinger. And that's going to go over the end line for a goal kick. 9 minutes. We are at. O'Leary restarts it. Reese. Slater. Look for Hine. Nice job by Morris to peel back. Miscommunication with Slater. That's going to be a foul on Sachaki. Will be a Dwenger free kick. Heriberta. Excuse me. Long throw. And that one kneed out. Off the head of Hartzog. Burns nearly got to it. Finally does. Try to flip it into space, but it will go out to touch. And that one given back to Chatard. It'll be a goal kick. Seven minutes left in the match. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. SummitCitySports.com. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Last year we did matches all the way through semi-state. The semi-state being 100 and the state finals being completely controlled by IHSAA and the streaming rights. So they will choose who does semi-states. Last year we were chosen to do the North semi-state at South Bend, so hopefully that's going to be the case again. But here's a chance here for Dwenger. 6 minutes we're nearing. Callie Burns, right-footed out swinger. Good ball off of Slater, but directed out wide. Goal kick. Slater got a toe on it. But it will come near. Out for a throw. And Buell has both goals for Chatard. That's 22 on the season now. Free kick for Chatard. Off the head of Haraberta, and that's going to squeak out for a corner. Good opportunity for Chatard. You double up on this late, you can say goodnight. 5 minutes left. David Torrey for the corner. Does have an assist on the Buell's headed goal. Right-footed out swinger. Headed out by O'Leary. Adams. Reese. Double teamed. Reese still has possession. Tried to drag it back to the sideline. Went off her back heel. Slater closed that one out. Up to Buell's. Buell's left-footed shot. That one's going to go wide. 4 minutes. And under 5 minutes in the state of Indiana, if the leading team on the scoreboard substitutes under 5 minutes, the clock is stopped for the duration of the substitution. They put that in a couple of years ago. And it is a great rule to limit stall tactics that happen in the game of soccer towards the end of matches. If you're up a goal, you know, I've seen coaches 3 years ago, they'd substitute every 30 seconds. And if you do that, you know, a handful of times, you can kill a minute and a half, 2 minutes of game time. So IHSA getting ahead of that. Lado. Burns. A little bit of space on that far side. Burns gets the corner. Has Hartzog. Lays it back to Reese. The shot closed out by Adams. What a play by Adams to break that up. Or that would have been point-blank range for Leah Reese. As that one popped up, can Hine get on it? Ahern plays it towards the top of the 18. Lado couldn't keep it in. Slater did get a touch on it. And then a foul on Slater. Free kick coming for the Trojans. Buell's on the through ball. That's going to be too heavy. We'll roll out for a goal kick. But Dwenger's got to go fast. 2:15 left to go in the match. O'Leary. She pops it up. Under 2 minutes. Minute and a half we're nearing. Burns. Chaki plays it out for a Dwenger throw. 1:20 left. But that was the opportunity right there. Grace Adams did not give up on the play. She hustled back and closed out the defender, or excuse me, closed out the shot taker, and Reese. Long throw. "45 seconds, we're nearing. Lado, it rolls on her. Did touch it to Slater. Under 40 seconds. Slater. Tried to put it back up top. That was deflected and cleared out. Looks like Bishop Chatard is going to travel up north here to Fort Wayne, Indiana and get a huge win against Bishop Dwenger. Reese, 5 seconds. Needs a cross. And that will do it. So your final, Bishop Chatard defeats Bishop Dwenger 2-1 to stay undefeated in the 2021 season. Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game is the 2-goal scorer of Brianna Buell. She now has 22 on the season. What a match we saw here this afternoon, though, with the players giving a lot of respect to each other out on the pitch. Very even squads. But we are going to shut her down for the weekend. We'll be back at it on Tuesday, I believe, at Concordia. Until then, for Joe Hacker, I am Tim Atkinson. You've been watching Indiana High School Soccer right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. And I've gotten a lot faster since then, too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier, too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses the long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids just able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.